Welcome, fellow planeswalkers and aficionados of the arcane. In this enchanting podcast, we're embarking on a quest to unearth the hidden stories and unravel the enigmatic lives of the lesser-known creatures and characters from the MagicTheGathering universe. But as we seek to shed light on the untold, we sometimes find ourselves weaving a bit of magic, stretching the truth to make it entertaining, and adding just a sprinkle of mystical spice. Every spell is a story. Every creature has a voice, and every planeswalker holds a secret or two. Welcome to the Multiverse Memoirs. In the dimly lit heart of Urborg, Dominaria, a peculiar figure arose from the murky shadows, its origins shrouded in the macabre. This being, known as Tinybones, was neither alive nor dead, a spectral existence born from the sinister depths of necromantic lore. In the darkest alleyways of Urborg, where the moonlight barely dared to tread, Tinybones was not your ordinary rogue. He didn't pilfer for personal gain or for the thrill of it, but for a singular purpose that resonated with an eerie, bone-chilling poignancy. You see, Tinybones was the guardian of a peculiar family, a motley crew whose mortal forms had been mercilessly stripped away by some malevolent force. The nature of their existence remained a mystery, as did the origins of Tinybones himself. Within the chilling confines of Urborg, Tinybones found an ally in Grizelda, a rogue with her own family. Together, they embarked on a haunting partnership, their silhouettes dancing through the moonless nights. With Grizelda's sharp intellect and Tinybones' ethereal finesse, they emerged as an infamous duo, targeting the most corrupt and opulent denizens of Urborg. Their partnership was bound by a shared commitment to provide for their mysterious families, a macabre mission that set them on a collision course with the shadows of the city. In Urborg's unforgiving streets, allies and adversaries alike crossed Tinybones' path. Among the former, Grizelda's dark presence was a shroud of companionship and mutual purpose. Among the latter, a malevolent necromancer named Malakir arose, his sinister machinations threatening to plunge Urborg into an abyss of darkness. As the malevolent forces gathered, Tinybones and his spectral family found themselves at the epicenter of a looming catastrophe. Tinybones possessed an uncanny set of abilities befitting a rogue of his peculiar nature. He was a master of stealth, moving through the darkness like a whisper, eluding mortal comprehension. His bony form granted him a spectral dexterity, enabling him to traverse the most confounding passages and crevices. Yet his most chilling ability lay in his aptitude to sense the worth of trinkets, relics, and treasures. He could detect the allure of a hidden gem, the potential of a seemingly insignificant bauble, or the shimmer of a rare artifact. One moonless night, Tinybones and Grizelda embarked on a heist that would etch their names into the dread-filled lore of Urborg's history. Their target was a wealthy merchant, a man whose fortune had been amassed through sinister dealings and the suffering of others. In his eyes, the stolen items were mere trinkets, negligible amid his wealth. But to Tinybones, it was a heist of unparalleled magnitude. Their plan was meticulous, their movements shrouded in the blackest of night. Guided by Tinybones' spectral senses, they unearthed the most coveted treasures hidden within the merchant's mansion. To Tinybones, these were not inanimate objects. They were the sustenance of his spectral family, their lifeblood, and their solace. As they vanished into the shadows, the merchant's wrath was unleashed in a tumult of incantations, guards, and abhorrent creatures. But Tinybones and Grizelda were unyielding, their determination an infernal force. They eluded their pursuers, vanishing into the folds of the dark city. The treasures were gone, and the merchant's pride lay shattered. To the merchant, it was a trifling inconvenience, a dent in his affluence. But to Tinybones, it was a heist of the highest order, a symbol of family's ascendancy over avarice. Tinybones' existence carried on, punctuated by countless eerie escapades and sinister sagas. Yet, the heist of the malevolent merchant would forever haunt the labyrinthine streets of Urborg. It was a testament to the rogue's unwavering resolve, his spectral finesse, and his unrelenting commitment to his spectral family. As the years drifted by, Tinybones' legend swelled, and his spectral family thrived. His name became synonymous with ghostly heists and selfless protection. The insatiable hunger of his spectral kin was no longer a curse, but a source of spectral strength as they united against the engulfing darkness of Urborg. Thus, the skeleton rogue of Urborg, Dominaria, metamorphosed into a harbinger of hope in a city cloaked in malevolence. Tinybones' life was an eerie parable of familial fortitude, the unyielding spirit of the ethereal, and the notion that even the most spectral of beings could achieve ghastly greatness. In the heart of Urborg, Tinybones' legacy lingered, a haunting reminder that the most formidable heist of all time was not counted in wealth or trinkets, but in the spectral love that bound a spectral family together for all eternity. And that brings us to the end of another fascinating journey through the multiverse here on the Multiverse Memoirs. We hope you've enjoyed uncovering the enigmatic pasts and captivating stories of the characters and creatures that make up the universe of magic. As we bid adieu, it's important to remember that the multiverse is a place of infinite possibilities, and the history we've delved into may not always be what it seems. Some tales may be woven with threads of myth and legend, and what we've explored might not always be a 100% accurate account. But isn't that the beauty of the multiverse? Its ever-shifting dynamic nature keeps us all in a state of wonder and discovery. We encourage you to keep your Planeswalker spark alive, continue your exploration, and share your own stories and interpretations with fellow Planeswalkers. Magic is a collaborative, ever-evolving world where your imagination knows no bounds. We want to extend our heartfelt gratitude to you, our loyal listeners, for joining us on this odyssey. Your support and curiosity fuel our passion for this extraordinary universe. Before we sign off, we'd like to remind you that the adventure doesn't have to end here. Keep the conversations going and share your thoughts, theories, and love for the multiverse with us and your fellow Planeswalkers. Please like and subscribe. If you have a hero that needs some attention, leave a name in the comments and we'll try to get to it. Until next time, keep your mana untapped, your library stacked, and your spark ignited. This is the Multiverse Memoirs.